Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fizedi, and as you can see, I have converted my armor into netherite armor. In the last episode, we went off and blew up half the nether, and we managed to get enough netherite to coat all my armor, all my tools, and I've got this block I'm standing on and a couple left over. So that was a good deal. So now we're fully netherited. So now if I die and lose my stuff, I'm going to be even more angry than I'm normally every time I lose my stuff. So, but look at it. It's a funny color, isn't it? It's like a brown color. Who would have thought that brown would look so good? Is it brown? I guess it's a bit purpley. Maybe I should have looked at what it was before it was enchanted. But anyway, I think it looks pretty good. And from behind, and my little F logo on my wings. So, yep, loving it, looking good. And it looks like the haunted armor stands have come out for a bit of vitamin D. They've, let me just swing around here. They're making their way out of the barn, so maybe the barn isn't so haunted after all now that they've gone. I'm not sure where they're off to. Seems they're heading in this direction. I hope they're not after the cows or the sheep. I don't know. Not sure what they're up to, but yeah, they're on the move. What are we going to do today? So, yeah, last week, I was going to say yesterday. Oh yeah, this is something they did. When they moved out, they rearranged the doors for me. So now I can sneak through the doors without opening them. So that's kind of handy, and it seems the mobs can't get through. But I don't know. It sort of messes up the look a little bit, but anyway, we'll see how we go with it. So in the last episode, I don't know why I'm going up here, we dug out a big hole because I got my beacon, and that made it a lot easier. Have I shown this? I've sort of put a roof in here. I think I did. Yeah, so I've dug out a big hole, and we're going to put the storage area here. So the way we're getting down here is just falling down here, and if we want to get back up, we just walk past to the back one. But what I'm thinking I might do is have another level down. So maybe I'm going to have some form of entrance over there and a bit of a hallway like what we've got here. But at the end here, we're going to have the storage system. Now, Metamilo is the person whose design I'm going to use. So I'll put a link, go check him out and see what he has to offer. But this is where I'm going to put it. I plan on having it maybe doing a horseshoe all the way around here. It'll probably come in a little bit because we're going to have some circuitry around the outside. So I haven't even thought about how many chests that would be. And then what's here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 maybe. 32, there might be a bit more here. Maybe 60 rows of chests. That probably should be enough. So I'm going to go off and try to start this, and I will come and just do a bit of a progress update. So here's the first of the updates. So I think I'm probably around about 10% of the way through. And this is what I've managed to get so far. A lot of impressive looking chests. So let's have a bit of a squiz of what we've done. In actual fact, it's not really a lot. So all the chests are up, and what are they? Let's say they're droppers. Let's have a look. Oh, droppers, yes. I get my droppers and whatever the other ones are, dispensers mixed up. So it's all fairly simple. We've got hoppers, we've got rails, and a lot of hoppers. So not sure, but luckily I spent a fair bit of time getting lots and lots of chests ready. I spent a fair bit of time at the tree farm, and yeah, and thanks to the iron farm I got hoppers. So this is where we're at so far. Let me go off and do a bit more. Well, here we are in update number 2, and try and guess what number I'm going to forget what update we're at. So anyway, update number 2, looks like nothing much has changed, but the eagle-eyed amongst you will see that we have some hoppers along the top. So there has in fact been some progress. Let's go and have a bit of a closer look downstairs, because everything down here got bigger. So I used to, in the last clip, the walls were here. So I had to make them bigger. Maybe even they were closer. I'm not sure, but I had to dig all this area out. I dug out the middle as well. This was level with the ground, so we've come down as well. And we've chucked in a bit of redstone. So this bit here is, I don't know, controlling a cart that runs along the bottom here. And I don't know. I don't know what most of this does. But as I said, there is a tutorial online to go have a look. And the author does explain it all very well. I actually built this a few days ago because work's been a little bit crazy. So I haven't been on for a few days. But getting to it now, so that is the end of update number 2. Let's crack on to the next section. Okay, here we are in update number 3, I hope. And we're in the home stretch. We have been doing a fair bit, mostly falling off like that. So, although it's difficult to get around here now because so much has been taken down. We now have rails. I don't think they were there before. We've got an elevator somewhere around here. Is it this one or on the other side? Here we've got an elevator pushing things up and running across. So we are almost there. The only thing we've got left to do apparently is to put in the item filters along here. To do that, I need the new target block, which is a hay bale with redstone around it. And to make life easier, I'm just going to get some cakes as well. So I'm a bit worried that I'm going to run out of redstone. This is all I've got left, I think. I may have some redstone blocks upstairs. But yeah, to make all those target blocks, I think I'm going to need one for each one of these. So there's probably about a stack there. I'm going to need about 4 stacks of redstone. Anyway, I'm going off to do that. And then, fingers crossed, we are going to be just about ready to get this thing operational. Okay, this is update, I think, number 5. It is the last update on the sorting system for today because we have managed to get it into a working condition. So our input chest here has some wool in it. Our little hopper minecart, if I can click on him, he has 64 yellow. I wasn't sure it would take 64, but anyway, he's got 64 yellow, and he's going to dump them in over here. It's going to be our first lot of yellow. And the reason it knows, it doesn't know. It doesn't know. 64 yellow might end up in the rubbish bin up here. Yeah, that's where it's been putting it. So if I sneakily take just one of them and down here, if I put him in there and take him out, hopefully yellow is going to go into that bin. Now let me just flick the switch so he comes on and off he goes. I am not going to try and explain what happens, but it ends up down here. He unloads, and he nicks off. And I think all of them are coming up the top here to come along. And he does some trickery where he comes along, and this yellow block, I think, is going to come out of here. Now, it does move along a little bit slowly, so it could take some time. But it takes the yellow block out, it unblocks the hopper up the top, and then it's able to fill up, I think. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 45. Yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, look, I heard some clicking. Anyway, look, trust me. Trust me, it works. No yellow's in there yet. Yellow's still in there. Alright, let's come back to it. Let's come back. So it runs around the bottom. Is he back? He's back. I can't remember how many were there. Did it put it all in there? The yellow one's gone. Now we're getting yellow. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. So anyway, it looks like it's working. I now just need to work out what I'm going to put in each slice. You know, so I've just put some little test things in here. And over here I put in some sticks. I had a stack of sticks. Is that a stack? Got a few stacks of sticks. So it's sorted that out. But next step is working out what we're going to put in and maybe putting a roof and making this look a little bit better, because this isn't going to win any design award. But that's enough for that. I have... it's enough. It's enough. If you're going to do this, look, it's going to take a while to build, especially I made it a little bit too big, so I ran into a few issues, but we sorted them. What I'm going to do now is I want another beacon. I've got one. He's close by somewhere. Oh, he's up there. He's up there. And I want another one. So the way I got this beacon was I got the skulls in the normal sort of way, and then I killed the wither underneath the portal in the end. This time I want to have a bit more fun with it, a little bit more risk. I am going to kill the wither down a long tunnel underground. And the reason I want to do this is I want to try and get some wither roses. So we're going to have a tunnel, we're going to have a wither, and we're going to have a lot of chickens. And a lot of hoppers underneath that catch the roses as they fall down. So I'm going to go off and prepare for that. It's going to take me a little while. I need to get 3 skulls. And I'll come back and we'll have a hole with ready for a wither and a lot of clucking. Okay, so here's a scary sight. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, what have I been up to? As I said, we're going to, let's let them settle down. We're going to try and kill this guy in a tunnel. But what I'm planning on doing is having a lot of chickens in here. And underneath these slabs is all hoppers. These hoppers go all the way down the end here, which I'm starting to think was probably a bit of overkill. But anyway, it's done now. So they run down in a couple of lines, down there, down there, down there. So there's bits of redundancy built in case it gets blown up. And I'm putting slabs over the top. So if I drop something on it, it gets sucked up. So the idea is, apart from killing the wither, is all these guys will get converted into wither roses. And I believe it's going to happen from the Big Bang. So the Big Bang will kill 90% of them, and they'll turn into wither roses and all run down the back down here into a chest. And I'm going to fill all this in. So in the end, there's just going to be a single row that I'm going to come down and we're going to fight him. So what I'm going to do though is all these guys need to grow up so I can breed them and breed them and breed them and breed them. I've got a visitor somewhere out there. I'm thinking I might get about 300 of them. Don't tell anyone on the server because I'm the only one on. So it'll probably lag a little bit, but it should only lag for me. And they're all going to be dead soon anyway. So I'm going to finish filling in all this and coming back and giving these guys some seeds. And over and over and over again. I'll come back when I got a few hundred, because at the moment, what have we got? I think we've got 31. So we need at least 10 times that amount. Well, I think we're ready, if I can find where it is. We're ready to kill the wither now. I have about 300 or 400 chickens down here. There were so many chickens that when I go to feed them, they'd all cram and die. So towards the end, I was just throwing some eggs, which I wasn't running short of. Actually, I've thrown a lot. I was actually expecting a lot, but I think we lost, I don't know, maybe about 50 chickens. But here's what I've done. There's all half slabs underneath, all on top of all the hoppers that run underneath, taking anything that gets dropped down the back behind us. And up the end here, I've got some skulls. I've got a couple of potions of strength. Actually, let me go and get rid of my elytra, because I'm chucking my elytra down the back. I'm not taking any chances because I don't want to be the person who has a wither running around the server. Let me take that off. He can go in there. And I'll put this one on, which isn't too bad. It's still reasonably good. I also am not using my normal sword. I've got one here with Smite 5 on it, so we're going to use that. So as I said, you know, I've put half slabs along the top. They've all got a blast resistance of 6, I think. So they're the same as a full block. And here we have our chicken army. Still popping out eggs. If I go F3, what are we seeing here? 393. So almost 400. There's probably 400. It didn't count them all. So here's the plan. Up here, I'm going to plonk down the skulls. So I can plonk that one down. I can plonk that one down. So one more skull to go. Then I'm going to drink some strength. It's only for... I've got an instant health as well. 1.5 minutes. And put him down. And then we're going to bow him and attack him. And hopefully all these guys die in the process. Here we go. Deep breaths. And we're off. So let's have one of these first. And actually, I don't really want him to see me. Now I want him to see me. Where is he? Uh-oh. Things are going bad. Things are going bad. Chickens. I think I'm going to die. Am I going to survive? Alright, I think I'm going to survive. He's attacking the chickens. Let's hit his tail a bit. Okay, I think he's interested in me now. Stop hiding up there. I'm with it again. Let's just eat. Let's have one of them as well. Surprise. I need to get him. Actually. I can have one of them. I need to get him to come down. Okay, he's down at my level. I'm just going to try and kill him. And maybe not die. Alright, that went smooth. We got our star. Oh, I can hear still some chickens. Well, not many of the Okay, well we got lots of wither roses, I think. Okay, look, I'm not going to say that was the best effort. I didn't die. There are no withers running around the world. And he just went too high. I think that might have been the problem. I needed to have him a bit lower. And lots of chicken carcasses coming, but we are getting a fair share of the wither roses, which was really the main point of this. So what have we got? 23, and there's 110, so 100. So look, that was the point. Wither roses. The other point was not dying as well, but yeah, I could have probably done it a little bit better. Well, that did not go as smooth as I had hoped, but I'm safely back home here amongst my haunted armor stands and a couple of cats and, you know, the rest of the crazy things I live with. I think the issue was that he was too high up to start off with, and he was out of my arrow fighting range, line of sight, I think. So next time I'll try him a bit lower. Newt gave me the heads because I spent too long trying to find them without luck. He's got a little farm, so I bought some heads off him. I have another 3 up my sleeve, so maybe I'll rebuild it and give it another try because I'm a sucker for punishment. But all's well that ends well, I guess is the way the saying goes. I got the Nether Star. What have we got? I've got the Nether Star, and look at all this. 357 Nether Roses. So that's not too bad. I can turn them all into black dye, which I'm not going to do. So, look, that is going to do me for this episode. It took a little while to do this episode, actually. So, if you liked it, please hit that thumbs up for me. It helps me out. If you haven't subscribed and you're still here at the end, you got to hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 800 subs, so it'll be really cool to get past 800, and then we're on the road to 900. And all things are good. I'll see you next week. Bye.